Are you wondering what winters are like here in Corpus Christi? Well, I get asked this all the time. Does it freeze? Is it a good place for snowbirds? And has it ever snowed? Well, in today's video, I'm going to answer all of these questions to give you a better idea of what winter here on the Texas Gulf Coast really looks like. Winter here in Corpus brings a mix of mild weather, quieter tourist seasons, and plenty of activities that are still happening around town. So whether you're planning to visit, relocate here, or you're just curious about life here on the coast during the winter season, I'm going to be giving you insights on what to expect from the weather, how the tourist season shifts during the colder months, and what makes Corpus an attractive spot for snowbirds. So whether you're new to the channel or you're a returning viewer, welcome. I'm Lezli Milner. I'm a local real estate agent here in Corpus Christi, and I create weekly content about the area. So if you have any questions or you're thinking about making that move here to the Corpus Christi area, don't hesitate to reach out to me. My contact information is on the screen and in the description below for you. Now let's get into what the winters are really like here in Corpus. So the first common question that I get is, what are winters really like in Corpus? Well, winters here are mild. You're going to have temperatures typically in the 60s to the lower 70s. And even on the coldest months like January and February, you're going to see temperatures in the 50s to 60s, which makes it perfect for getting outside. And at night, temperatures usually drop into the 40s and lower 50s. So while our winters are mild, you'll definitely want to have a jacket or a coat, especially with the wind here, because our winters are manageable, but you do need to bundle up just a little bit more than the usual coastal attire. And with these mild winter temperatures, daily life here really doesn't slow down at all, and it's a perfect time for locals to really take advantage of the cooler weather and enjoy those less crowded areas, whether that's walking along the beach, exploring the parks and walking trails, or visiting one of the top attractions here in the area. And winter here is also the perfect time to do some patio dining, making it a peaceful and enjoyable experience during the cooler temperatures and off season. And one thing to keep in mind is the wind, because Corpus can get pretty windy, especially being near the coast, and that Gulf wind can make it feel a lot colder than it is at times. But overall, it's still comfortable and perfect for some outdoor activities like fishing, golfing, or even just grabbing a bite to eat at a patio restaurant. And while it's quieter than the summer seasons, Corpus still sees visitors during those winter months, especially for those who are looking to escape the colder weather in those other parts of the country. It's the perfect season to enjoy all that Corpus has to offer without the crowds or the intense summer heat. So another common question is, does it ever freeze in Corpus? While the freezing temperatures don't happen often, they can occur here, usually during the cold fronts in January or February, and most of the time, winter here stays pretty mild like I mentioned earlier, but every once in a while, we'll get a morning where the temperatures are dipping into the 20s or the 30s, and we actually had freezing rain this past January, so it does happen with those cooler temperatures and those cold fronts, but it's usually brief and it doesn't last long. A few years back, we had a rare Texas freeze, and it got so cold enough to cause ice and power outages for days across everywhere, and we were only without power for about a day before it came back on, luckily. We had our fireplace to keep us warm since we didn't have electricity to run our heater, and we had to get a little creative by cooking on the barbecue pit because we have an electric stove and couldn't use that. So it definitely was an experience, but hey, we made it through. And because this freezing weather is so rare, you're going to see a lot of people here freak out when it starts to really come into play. And also, drivers here aren't used to the icy and snowy conditions on the road like people up north, so that's something to be aware of as well. But when the freezing weather does happen, you're going to have the city and state make sure that the roadways are treated and situated for the drivers, really just trying to keep things as safe as possible. And just a reminder again, to keep an eye out on those Corpus drivers, because they can get a little crazy, and you can never be too safe when stuff like that happens. And even when it does get chilly, it usually warms up by midday, and icy conditions are pretty rare. Freezing temps here don't stick around long, and they really don't disrupt daily life much. And honestly, it's more of the wind that makes it feel colder than it really is. Another common question that I hear is whether Corpus is a good place for snowbirds, and the answer is absolutely yes. Our mild winter temperatures and coastal location make it an ideal spot for those looking to escape those harsh northern winters, with the temperatures often being in the 50s to 60s and maybe even the lower 70s. You can still enjoy a wide variety of outdoor activities, whether you're into fishing, exploring the parks and the walking trails, or just relaxing by the water. There's plenty to do. And since we don't get those extreme cold or heavy snowfall like the northern areas do, it's the perfect place to spend your winter months. You'll also find that there's plenty of attractions to explore, from local museums and galleries to the botanical gardens and all the other popular spots without the summer crowds. Plus, it's the off season for tourism, so the snowbirds can really take advantage of the quieter beaches, the peaceful parks, and more space at the local attractions. And the city's laid back coastal vibe is the perfect place for those looking to relax and enjoy some peace and quiet during the winter season. And the last common question that I get is, has Corpus ever had snow, or does it get snow? While it's really rare, the answer is yes, it has gotten snow. We don't see snow often, but it has happened a few times. The most recent time was Corpus having a light snowstorm in December of 2017, which was pretty exciting for everyone. Whenever it does snow, you're going to see everyone posting pictures on social media and sharing it, because it is such a rare sight for us here. And when it does snow, it's usually just a light dusting and it doesn't stick around for long. You're not going to get those heavy snowstorms like you're going to see up north. It's more of a quick experience that people enjoy while it lasts, and then it's gone. And for the most part, winters here are snow-free, but when we do get snow, it's something that people definitely will remember. So the winter season in Corpus has plenty to offer, whether you're just wanting to enjoy the peaceful beach, take advantage of the cooler weather here, or you're just looking for a quieter break from the usual busier crowds. With so much to do, it's the perfect time to explore the area. And if you're thinking about moving to Corpus, or you want more information about the area, I'm here to help you every step of the way. You'll find my contact information in the description below. And if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button below, give this video a like, and click that little notification bell so that way you can stay updated on all the weekly content that I put out about the area. Again, I'm Lezli Milner, and I'll see you in the next video.